be political. It's totally political. You know, the Republicans spent billions on the last election. They lost badly in the presidential. They didn't take over the Senate. They even got 1.4 million fewer votes for the House, but because of gerrymandering, they're still in charge. So now they're attempting to usurp the constitutional order of the United States of America. They're saying that one half of one branch of the government of the United States, that is the Republican majority in the House, policy to the rest of the country. They should be the rulers. They can change laws. They can ignore the Senate, ignore the president. They are making unequivocal demands. They've taken the country, the government hostage. This is disruptive. It's expensive. It's inconvenient for a lot of Americans who need to access these agencies. I was just meeting with the chief of the Forest Service. It's going to delay their capability of planning salvage and restoration activities on the hundreds of thousands, millions of acres across the West that burned. They're going to have to stop all that, and then winter sets in, and you're going to have big problems that you can't undo. But they don't care about any of that because this is totally political. Now, we're in the shutdown phase now, but their objective is to drag this out and hitch all of their demands. And if you've seen the list of demands, it's every bill that the Republicans have passed since they took over in 2011 that has not seen action in the Senate or been rejected by the Senate would be appended to the debt limit of the United States. Now, shutting down the government, pretty radical. But we are really dealing here with, for short, Cruisites, or I guess I would call them they're sort of anarchist, radical libertarians who don't believe in government. They don't believe in evolution. They believe in devolution. Devolve all the duties to the states. Dissolve the union, essentially. Go to some loose federalism. And we'll reach some ideal point somehow. It's crazy stuff, but they're in charge. It's not even a majority of their caucus. It's a minority of their caucus who are dictating to the majority because with 211 fully red Republican districts, this is all about politics. Those people know that if they act reasonably here, that they will get an ultra-right-wing nutcase Tea Party primary challenge funded by the likes of the Koch brothers and others, very, very generously funded. So they've even managed not only to take the government hostage, but to intimidate their own truly conservative members, those who aren't Cruisite, anarchist, radical libertarians. Now, default is unbelievably irresponsible. Even a tiny threat of default, as they did a couple of years ago, downgraded our credit and drove up interest rates just a little bit, but we were much better off then. Today, if they do this, interest rates for everything in America will go up dramatically. That means tens of billions of dollars more per year just to retire the federal debt. They supposedly care about the debt. Well, they're going to raise the debt immediately by adding interest costs. It means home mortgages bump up again, stalls out the housing recovery. Cars go up again for loans. But, you know, they don't really care because they don't borrow money for things. Most of these people are rich, so they don't care. So what if it impacts hundreds of millions of Americans in their daily lives with their credit cards, with their car purchases, with their attempts to get at housing? They don't care. No, let's not make it political, guys. Yeah, no, this isn't political. Come on. You want to be responsible? What's it about? If it's about the problems with Obamacare, there are a lot of us over here who would like to fix it. You came in with repeal and replace, 42 times repealing. Where's the replace? What are you going to do about people who have pre-existing conditions? What are you going to do about kids between 18 and 26 who are in their parents' policies? What are you going to do about childhood disabilities who can get insurance now? What are you going to do about the 50 million uninsured people in this country? Where's the replace? Repeal, repeal, repeal. And now you're going to append a whole nother list of demands onto this. Not political. Of course not. Not political at all. You lost the presidential election. You lost the Senate election. You lost the popular vote for the House, but because of your gerrymandering, you're still in charge. You do not represent a majority opinion in the United States of America on these issues. Don't do irrevocable harm to our government, our country, our future to get your political demands met unilaterally. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.